Hey guys, today we're using Fougere Nemeta from Southern Witchcrafts. Coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here and you're looking for more information on things related to wet shaving, you've come to the right place. I'm your host John, aka Latherhog, and for today's shave, we are using a scent that's relatively new. Today's soap and splash comes from Southern Witchcrafts, based out of Georgia, and the scent is Fougere Nemeta. And this was done in collaboration with Sean Maher of Maher Olfactive and Luxe. So this is his perfuming, this is his nose behind the scent in the offering today. Also, Southern Witchcrafts comes in a very excellent vegan base. It's very buttery, creamy, just a great vegan based lather. So I can show you right here. Now I did pick up the soap, splash, and the accompanying eau de parfum on the BST, I believe on the Shave Bazaar over on Reddit. So this was a lightly used set, so I think you can see a little scooping out of here. Let me just give you my impressions sniffing off the tub. So this is quite robust as far as scent strength goes. I would say maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. It really it pops, it's very green, it lives up to its name of Fougere. There's an herbaceousness to it. Even in comparison to other Fougeres, I think this one kind of stands apart from the rest. We'll see how the scent changes lathered up, but also taking a quick look at the match and splash. I think this is the first time that Southern Witchcrafts has used this kind of gradient bottle. You can see it goes from clear down to black. It has kind of a really cool, almost smoky effect here. And the only other time I've seen these kind of gradient bottles used is from First Line Shave, and they've used a couple of different colors. I've seen like a clear to red, a clear to blue, and some other options. Really cool. I think it really makes it stand out. You know, if we had like more brick and mortar stores, these would definitely pop, just given that little extra detail. So yeah, good stuff there. I would say this is also a bit of an improvement. Usually the splashes from Southern Witchcrafts comes in a plastic bottle, and I think most of the like hardcore wet shaving enthusiasts do prefer glass bottles. It's a little nicer presentation. And just double checking the ingredients here, this is in fact a non-alcohol splash. It's a witch hazel base. So I know some folks are strictly alcohol aftershave, so just something to consider as well. Moving on, let's see what we're going to use for the razor and the brush today. So for the razor, once again, I'm going with the Timeless Titanium Slim, and this provided a great shave. I used it for my last video featuring PAA Fresco, and with a Gillette Silver Blue blade again. One thing I did want to note though is while I love the shave I got, like the feel, it's pretty low on the blade feel. And the efficiency was okay. One thing I was able to tell after the shave was, in comparison to the Titanium Blackbird, this was not as efficient. So the amount of beard growth, even just the next day, had a little bit more. I mean, that's neither good or bad. I think if you're looking for something, given the fact that it's milder and maybe not as efficient, this could be better for folks shaving every day. Myself, I go every other day, so I don't mind if it does a super close, super clean job. Anyway, just wanted to note that observation. So again, going in with the Timeless Titanium Slim. And lastly for the brush, it's from Paladin. This is the Samurai. You can see there's a kanji back here. Really great shape, really great pour for this one. I believe the pour is called Fantasia. And it's got 28 millimeter bulb knot. Very soft, very luxurious, but still enough backbone for a nice face lather. Now before we get to the shave, if you're enjoying the video and the videos you see on the channel, please be sure to hit that like button. Also, please consider becoming a subscriber. If you haven't done so already, it would mean a lot. It would help the channel out, and it would also notify you of any new videos that come out on the Latherhog channel. Also, I want to invite you guys to check out the Lather Talk Discord to interact with fellow wet shaving enthusiasts, listeners of the Lather Talk podcast, and just all around cool people. Now, one thing I forgot to mention before I lathered up the tub was the hardness of the soap. Given, I think, the current, artisan offerings, it does range quite a bit as far as hardness of the soap. And this one's pretty firm, so you can see you gotta really kind of mash it in there before making an indent. Not that it's hard to make an indent, but it's not like super whipped cake frosting as far as textures go. So just wanted to mention that. And we've got the brush loaded up, you can see right here. So let's get into the face lather, and I'll share with you the note breakdown of Fougere Nemeta. All right, so as I mentioned, the scent comes from us from Maher. And the note breakdown for Fougere Nemeta is as follows. We've got petitgrain, strawberry, cassis, lavender, geranium, galbanum, fig leaf, vetiver, and oak moss. As I'm lathering here, that vetiver is really coming out to the front. It's a rooty, grassy vetiver. Not overly dark, but the earthiness does certainly lend some character to this fougere. I would say it's kind of a dryness to the scent, and because there's a few notes that, especially the strawberry, that you might be wondering how is that playing in the mix. It's not a note that I would have picked out myself if I hadn't jotted down the note breakdown. And so this is also not making this a very sweet scent in case you guys were looking for a sweet scent or trying to avoid a sweet scent. This is definitely more on the green, grassy, dry side. When I first kind of sniffed this off the tub and sprayed the eau de parfum when I did the unboxing, I really like this scent. And I don't know what about the Southern Witchcrafts formula here, but it's also just a really fun soap to lather. It's really dense and creamy, but I don't think it's too fussy either. All right, so we are lathered up. You can see nice, dense, creamy lather. As far as beard growth, we are working with 3 days? 2 or 3 days worth of beard growth. And here we go in with the Titanium Slim. Now, a brief recap of what I've tried with timeless razors. Funny enough, I've only tried the titanium offerings. Previously, I had picked up the closed comb 0.68 and 0.95 base plates. Pardon my rinsing. And I don't know, I didn't quite bond with either of those base plates. There was a little too much blade feel and a little bit too much bite with both of them, funny enough. I did like the weight of it. And the handle design, this is the crown handle. The other design was their more standard handle. I am blanking on the actual name of it right now. I'll be sure to add the name of it. It's kind of like a barber pole style handle, but kind of unique in how it looks. I actually quite liked how it looked. If I were to pick up a second timeless razor, I would definitely consider getting that other handle. That's how much I liked it. So one funny thing is I'm recalling those initial impressions from the unboxing video because as I'm sitting with the lather, sometimes I'll get this kind of passing combination that reminds me of like grape juice or grape soda. And I'm not sure exactly what's happening there. I do know there was a Chatillon Luxe scent in the past that kind of gave me that grape soda vibe in the past. I'm thinking it has something to do with some of those, some of the fruity notes combined together and giving that impression. Otherwise, I would say this is a very pleasant green fougere with some brightness and a hint of sweetness. That's overall how I describe this scent. All right, so that initial first pass, very smooth, no complaints here. As I mentioned, very, very well performing vegan soap formula here. If you've never tried Southern Witchcrafts, I'd highly recommend grabbing a sample or 3 from their website. Mostly, I would say there's a very distinct scent style for most of their offerings. It tends to lean on like gothic dark, so kind of very, they play on their theme very well. I'm not one for overly dark scents though, and have still found offerings that I enjoy. If they have samples of this one, I would highly consider getting it. I'm really enjoying the scent. All right, so here we go for pass number 2. All right, so we'll stick to the 2-pass shave. Everything went very smoothly, but I almost forgot to mention that this scent, while it was getting rave reviews leading up to my purchase, the thing that really pushed me over was the recommendation of my podcast co-host, Gerard. Hey Gerard Shaves. He highly recommended this one, and he's someone that I think I really trust that he knows my preferences in the samples that we've traded and the recommendations we've made to each other. So once he kind of really gave it the 2 thumbs up, the green light, I had to pull the trigger when I saw the trifecta on that Shave Bazaar. So that's how we got here today. And now we go again with the aftershave toner. It's always interesting to observe the scent in the splash form. It's a really nice interplay between grassy, woody, and sweet. So I think I might have previously described this as a dark fougere, and I'll have to walk that back. I don't think this is a dark fougere, unless you're really sensitive to vetiver, in which case I'm sure that note could be, as long as it's in the mix, some noses interpret that as dark. It's almost kind of like a dry grass, dry leaf, dry plant life kind of vibe, combined with a more lush green herbaceousness. It's a really, again, a really cool interplay of notes and just highly, highly enjoyable. So this also receives my recommendation, although a bit of a blind buy, no regrets here from me. But I also do want to hear from you guys. So if you've tried Fougere Nemeta, if you've tried other offerings from Southern Witchcrafts, I'd love to hear from you. What were your impressions? What were your favorites? Let's get a little conversation going in the comment section. And that's going to do it for today's video. Pretty cut and dry, straightforward. Again, I have a backlog of software and hardware I want to get to. So this one, really enjoyable shave today. Check it out if you get the chance. I do believe it's back in stock as far as at the time of recording this video. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for today's shave. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.